I can't believe it's been 3 weeks since I did a video. I've been so busy with fitness, auditions, work, and just I needed to mentally recharge. And actually, I've been trying to grow closer to the Lord. But I am proud of the Invoker deck profile that I made for you guys. It's 50 cards. I know some say 52, 54. Hell, some people say 58. But I think you guys would like this build, and I'll explain why. All right, guys, so we have Son Goku. Y'all know what this card does. When this card is in battle, you choose one extra card from your hand, place it in a drop. Choose up to one card from your life to your hand. Draw one card, then this card gets plus 5k for the duration of the battle. And it's pretty good because it's an activate battle. And of course, Awaken Surge, you choose one red card and one blue card in your hand. Place them under this card. You may draw 3 cards and choose up to one of your energy. Switch it to active mode and flip this card over. Now, of course, you do have... Oh, that's bright. Goodness gracious. That's the glow of Ultra Instinct, huh? So we do have Ultra Instinct Son Goku Limit Surpass. Activate main and activate battle once per turn. If your life is at 5 or less and you choose one card under this card and place it on this drop, you choose one. So you could choose you could draw one card, look in your opponent's hand, and get rid of a battle card with a power of 35k or less, so, or an extra card. So you get rid of Bursting Rage, Super Combos. I always look for the hand to see if they have a Bursting Rage in hand because that's the only they can get rid of that one, or Yano, which is a really good card. And then you have to choose up to 3 different multicolored extra cards with different cards in the drop area or warp and add them to your hand. I always use this ability to get rid of negates as well, but for the most part, with this particular deck, I do try to add multicolors to my hand, but it doesn't hurt to send a card from their hand to the drop, right? All right, next we are running 2 SS Blue Vegetas. Inspired technique. I'll put it right here for you guys. It is a barrier, deflect, and also invoker. The reason why we want 2, one is a 19k hitter, and your opponent has to decide they're going to use Black Smoke Dragon on this or on the Unison. Also, he stays on board for a very long time, and there's a lot of stuff that does have ignoring barrier or has deflect. But if they're going to play something that doesn't have deflect, I will keep a royal combination in hand, because sometimes people will play stuff without deflect, and there are cards out here without deflect. They can get rid of cards like this as we speak. But he's not a TK hitter, and then what I do is your opponent has to use resources on this particular card if they want to get rid of it. But by turn 3, I have them on the field, and of course I'll keep one in hand just in case, because with this particular build, it doesn't even matter if I was to play another one the following turn. Next we run 4. Next we run the 4 Rival Seekers. 4 Rival Seekers is good for many reasons. One is multicolored. It's a free combo if you have a multicolored card in your drop. And then you can add 2 multicolored cards from your warp. And of course, when you do that, you can play the 6 drops. And we do run these 6 drops in particular. We run the Ultra Instinct Son Goku, Energy Explosion. These guys are amazing because this deck is based on the burn route. When he is played, you literally can send 3 cards from your energy to the drop and play up to 3 in active mode. So I think these are really the essentials of the deck. Of course, we are running these Zenos because I love playing around with the energy in my area. I mean, in my energy area, because when you have, for example, you have Apex of Power. I've done that where I put Apex of Power in my energy area and I use Zeno. But it doesn't hurt to be able to swap out cards from your hand into your energy. I was like, cards in my area. Yeah, my area. This is my space, boy. Next, we are running Android 17 at 2 because I have a reason behind it. This deck is 50 cards, like I told you guys earlier, and I know what resources you want to hit, but you run 2 Android 17s. Of course, you do tap 3. I know I have to get the reprinted one, but you tap 3 and your leader gains Invoker until the end of your opponent's next turn. And this card is also good for adding to Z energy and to the drop. We are running 1 Yamcha because we are running the Unison. Negative 15 up to 2 net cards by negative 15, and it's a counter play. Yes. Next, we run 4 of Android 17's and Frieza's Momentary Kingship Legends. This card is actually really good. It's also treated as an extra card, so you can use it as a resource. When this card's played, activate up to 1 TOP from your deck, then shuffle your deck. Discard 1 card from your hand. At the start of your opponent's main phase, you draw 1 card, switch up to one of your leaders, and switch up to one of your energy to active mode, and your leader gains blocker, which is amazing because it's like a sequel from the anime. These guys are protecting Goku. But yeah, you give your Goku blocker, because if they hit the unison, you could block with leader, and that give you more time to have to protect your unison. So that's something I always consider just running. It's such a beautiful card. I thank you, Legends, seriously. All right, next we run 2 Cat Blows. Obviously it's the card you use for burn, and it goes for limit 1. You can also warp it to the warp area to look at top card, and of course if it's a multicolor, you can add it to your hand. We are running 4 Emperor's Death Beams. These guys are amazing, and definitely you want to use these against Zenkai cards, Zenkai battle cards, because they are removed from the game, but you're negating something by 35k, ignoring barrier, which is actually really good. Next, we do run 4 Royal Condemnations. Anything with energy cost of 8 or less, as long as it doesn't have deflect, but it's placed at the bottom of the deck instead of getting played. So imagine you playing a Z battle card, you could place and get rid of it. So broken. Next, we run Explosive Demon Wave. This is a deal with cards like the Supreme Kai, Negate. Battle cards that are being played on the field, you can negate the counter. And not only that, but you can switch to one of your blue energy to activate at the end of the turn. But as long as you pitch a red card in the drop, you will be fine. We do run the Tyrany C. I particularly run this against because of Gogeta BR. Now, this deck has been successful against Gogeta BR because I do the burn route against it. But because they have 12 to 15 cards in hand, you want to be able to, of course, draw your 2 cards and make sure they have up to 10 cards in their hand. So they have to recycle. We are running 4 Sleepy Boy techniques. I know I need to stamp one. It is a pot of greed, negate attack, and compulsory evacuation device. That's a Yu-Gi-Oh reference. These cards are amazing, and usually you end up putting 1 in the energy area, but of course you have enough. I mean, this literally is 8 cards you're drawing all together with all counters added together. Next, we run Rear This together. It KOs everything 25k or less when your opponent's out of the field, as long as it doesn't have barrier. And stuff do build up real fast in this current meta, so you won't be able to blow up the board. Now, of course, we do have 2 TOPs. Look at the top 3. You get to range the cards in any way you want. Place them at the top or bottom. You range all 3, or you can do that, and you have an option. So I think that's pretty cool. And also with the new unison that we got, we're able to play it. So that's why I run these at too, because you will see these cards consistently. Of course, we have the 4 Sentinel Beans. Y'all know what it is. Plus 5k and defend yourself. We have the 4 D Magics. Of course, it could be a free negate, sparking 5, untap 2 energy. And of course, we are running 2 Explosive Dance. Because we do run the Z extra card, which you guys know this card is very strong. Your opponent has to send cards from the Z area equal to the amount of the card that they're attacking with. So, and just remind you, it is a very, very, very important factor that you have at least up to 8 to 12 negates in this current deck. And of course, for the secret rare, we run my best friend. Well, Goku's my best friend everywhere, but we run Apex of Power. Now, I do play this on turn 5 only because I like to stall out my opponent. For the most part, your opponent will have a negate, but it shut them off completely, which is funny because it gave me advantage to take him out the following turn. And literally, he shuts off everything off board. So everything, it's unisons, everything, but not extra cards. So even Z battle cards doesn't even get to have that victory, which is awesome. Really, really nice. We do run the UI Son Goku Limitless Awakening. If your life is at 3 or less, and you have 7 or more energy, you can play this. And of course, he's a double strike. And you place 1 card in your Z to the owner's drop. You negate an attack. And also when he attacks, you draw 1. This card gains plus 1k power for each card in your Energy and Z Energy. We do run the Ultra Instinct Son Goku, Unthinkable, Onslaught, Deflect Barrier, Do Attack, and of course, we only focus on the auto. When his card's in rest, when you discard one card, when you use one of your RaZe skills battle cards, in combo, choose up to one of your cards and plus 5k for the turn, which you don't have to worry about that. But at the end of the turn, you get to restand him because that's what his auto does. We run the 2 Android 17s, impeccable defense. We ignored his ability because it only works with the other one, but he cannot be a KO for the turn, and he is a barrier blocker. You want to be able to defend yourself. We do run the Piccolo Master Student Technique. His main goal is to neg something by 20k at the end of your opponent's turn. We do run the Son Goku Crimson Guardian Deity. He is a double strike barrier. When this you choose one of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, and he gets minus 25k for the turn. And then for activate main, you choose all your opponent's battle cards and unisons. They get minus 25k power for the turn. Choose to one of your red cards. It gets plus 5k power to the end of your opponent's turn. We run Zenkai cards just so we can stall time. We do run the one of Beerus. I'm sorry, the Bura. The one of the Bura transformation Nightmare. He has a do attack blocker. You want to play this about turn 5. You choose to one of your opponent's battle cards on a barrier, place at the bottom of his deck, then switch to one of your Mind Energy to active mode. And then of course but that's one of my favorite ones. But it's auto is when one of your opponent's cards attack, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and get skills for the turn, and they can't attack for the turn. So you're protecting yourself. We do run the 2 Beerus Annihilator. He's a barrier, which he was deflect. But when he attacks, he gains plus 5k, and you bomb deck a battle card, which is greater than the current energy. You tap 2. He is a barrier, and he's a dual attack. Really great card. And of course, we do run the 10 times Kamehameha Mighty Blast. And you place one of your Z energy in your drop, then remove this card from the game. Choose up to one of your cards, get plus 15k for the battle. And of course, the activate battle. If your leader is red, you place 3 of your Z energy in a drop, and you remove this card from the game. You draw one card and choose up to one of your opponents. Choose up to one of your cards, it gets plus 15k, and you choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, it gets minus 25k power for the turn. So I mean, I really enjoyed that. For the side deck, I have my favorite card, Rapid Onslaught, because Subtle inspired me to run your favorite card in the side deck. We do have Instinctive Reprisal as another negate. We do run the Beerus Whis, Universe 7 Destroying Angel, because if your Vegeta gets hit, you could play him. He can also be a card you draw, and he's also an Invoker card, and he goes at the bottom of your deck. Combination attack with the energy cost of 5 or less, and you also restand their energy. But that also helps because you get most Zenkai cards are energy cost 5 or less. Another weirdness together, just so you can blow up the board. We run 2 Brawlers Contributions, just so you can get rid of super combos in their hand. We do run the Mafuba. If they swing at you with the 8-drop Gogeta SCR, you can Mafuba it for the turn. We do run the Beerus Ball to stop, battle like the Frieza, the one that the 5-drop Frieza, and of course we do have the Heavenly Wizard Demigraph for Vegito. We do run SS Blue Vegeta Pure Blood Sparking because you can stall out and also play him by turn 3. And he's a threat on the field. We do run the My King's Piccolo on the line because Soul Striker and Blue Vegeta are really strong at the moment. And we run the Wolf Fang Fix so you can protect your units in my 15k. And then we have the Majin Buu Assault Agent of Destruction. It is a double strike blocker. You can bomb deck a card, and you can also draw one and restand one. And then next we have Protect Up the People, because your opponent gonna try to swing at you. You want to make sure you get that plus 5k for the battle. Thank y'all so much. I hope y'all enjoyed the deck profile. I got some new stuff coming on my channel soon. We've been cooking in the lab. I'm ME7. Have a great day, and remember, the Lord loves you. Bye.
And this bitch going crazy.